Hello, it's Scott Manley here. Today I am looking at something called Fractured Space. Now, Fractured Space is an arena battle game involving giant starships. Starships that are miles long and bristling with guns staffed by thousands of crew and getting destroyed all the time because, of course, you're respawning with a whole fresh new crew of people to be killed. So it's essentially by the same people that did Strike Suit Zero, a game which I cannot praise highly enough, a game which was just, complete action non-stop with awesome missiles flying everywhere and special effects and anime plot and just had a lot of good things going for it. Not everyone liked the game, but I loved it. So anyway, this is a lot slower. This is more sedate, it's strategic, and yeah, let's actually just take a look at the spacecraft here. So on one level you have the spacecraft. You have currently three different manufacturers. You have USR, which I'm not sure. USR is one thing. Then you have Zarek, right? If you look, we'll just click on it. That is Zarek. Notice it's in Cyrillic. They must be Russian, so that's Zarek. And you have Titan, which make the corvettes. They are support craft. So this is essentially your brawler. This is kind of your it's a slow one, but it has much better range on its weapons. You can change the loadout on these, but of course you have to get essentially experience with the hull to unlock the variations on the weapon systems. For example, early on you have the flak weapons, but you can switch these over to photonic flak, and that just kind of shifts the balance around. It doesn't really give you a better type of spacecraft, a better type of weapon, it just changes it. I mean, the best example is I've been working towards is Zarek, and on the loadout I do actually have the points to upgrade some of these. I could switch my cannon to a faster cannon, which is shorter range but fires faster, or a heavier cannon which has longer range but fires less quickly. Similarly, the blink functionality, which is like a short-range jump that can be very, very useful in combat, could be replaced with a quick blink, which happens a lot more quickly but doesn't take you as far, or a long-range version, which takes you further but of course has a longer cooldown. So all the ships have these abilities which can be upgraded, and on top of that, it's also possible to go into the tech tree here, and you can see that with the Zarek, if I get enough of these Zarek credits or whatever they are, I can unlock the Enforcer, which is a variation on this hull, or I can get the frigate, and obviously I don't have enough. Similarly with the United Space Research, you can take your flagship and upgrade it to a sniper, which has a giant turret that's designed for long-range combat, or you can follow through this tree and get an assassin, which has a cloaking device. And you have the brawler, the USR competitor to the Zarek domination of the front line. It is lethal at close range, combining its AoE concuss with its primary weapons, etc, etc. And then Titan defense system, the equalizer. I keep clicking on it. It's another support craft which has a slightly different variation. Now, on top of all the ship hulls and their variations in weapon systems, you can also change out your crew, and this is actually one of my favourite bits about the game, because they've come up with a bunch of crew. They've got 10 crew by default. They're going to be adding more as time goes on. And I should make it clear right now, this game is entirely early access, it's being developed, it has a very small community, but you will be able to get a game if you're patient at any time of the day. You can get it on Steam early access, and I fully expect things to be upgraded over time. But yeah, this is the crew. You see that each crew member has variations in their skills. And you can switch. You have the mercenaries, the renegades. So the renegades are, well, that's you mouse over them, you see you get this little animation of bolts and stuff flying through the air. We have the captain, we have comms. Fun thing is, they all have their little well, you have full-size portraits, so you can really appreciate the artwork that went into these. And they also have little sound bites.
You want me?
Yes,
I only
there we
work
go.
with the best.
You pay, I'll fly.
And the
Leave me
engineer,
alone and your ship will run better.
and
A ship that
comms.
size, you need a good comms officer.
You find them, I'll kill them.
And then over in the Renegades, we have some more
Why do you pick me
stereotypes.
all they do? Who do you want to win?
I'm happy to be your pilot today.
Me and ships, we get on. They talk to me. I don't need to pitch for work. If you need a comms officer, hire me.
Bad things happen. You need good people to deal with it.
Yeah, there, you get the idea. You know, you have all these like stereotypes, and they're essentially the crew that you have available to you. It's it's plenty of fun to match these up, and I'm hoping that there will be more. You can of course match them up in whatever way you like. For example, you can create a crew called the Girls because there's 4 girls and 1 robot. I'm sure the robots will be complaining about their lack of representation soon. Anyway, yeah, the gameplay is all arena battle, and I'm gonna start up a game and show you how that works. And okay, here's the battle starting. We're getting set up here. So I'm immediately going to jump over to Sector Alpha 2. So if you look in the bottom right of the screen, that is the base of the sector map. And the blue regions, or the blue bases, are us, and the red region, the red bases, are the other guys. White ones are uncaptured, so this is a little mining base here that I'm going to try and capture. My plan is to, you basically have to get up close and start capturing it, and that will then start giving you resources. The resources will of course help upgrade your ships over time, and you upgrade your ships by returning to base. So yeah, you get inside the little capture zone, as I am now, and now you can see on the bottom right, down on the kind of in the leftmost sector, you can see a little blue circle is now filling up as I'm capturing it. So yeah, this is me flying the Zarek spacecraft. This is the basic one. It is a short-range brawler of a spacecraft. Its guns fire best out of the front of the spacecraft, and it also has this very helpful blink capability, which you see I use. Now I activate that by hitting the right mouse button, and that will let me jump about 7.5 kilometers. As soon as I do that, it has a cooldown. You can see down at the bottom of the screen the special abilities. They're assigned to the keys 1 through 5, and the left mouse button and the right mouse button. So I'm sitting here capturing this. The enemy has not shown their face on this side, but it looks like they're attacking on beta sector. Come on! This takes a really long time early on to capture these. As the game timer runs along, these timers start to accelerate. The idea being that the game gets faster and faster. Okay, captured. Now blink to the next one. See? It helps me get there quickly. The timeout on that is, I think, about 16 seconds. Still no sign of the hostiles. They are attacking on the beta sector, but I think we could probably push through and get to their base quickly. Now the goal is to actually capture their base, but to get to their base you have to capture this base in front of us, right? So these are like control nodes or something that let you access their sector. Without that, then you can't get to their sector. So I'm going to capture this, and usually when they see this, they will send a force responding. Thank you, Nessa! Nessa is my comms officer. She's helping me out there. Now, that ability is a cloaked spacecraft scanner. It just fires out a bolt of energy that will uncloak any bad guys that are sneaking around using sneaky cloaking devices. You can use them every few seconds. There's a cooldown on all of these. Item number 1 on my special abilities is Missile. That just basically does a bit of extra damage when the enemy is close enough. And then I have Leech Drones that will steal energy from the bad guy and send it to me and help me heal myself. Oh, and there's my friend in a USR flagship. He's coming up. Get ready. And I think we've captured this. Ready to jump to their base. I'm just going to jump straight in. I am probably going to die, but this is the best way to show you how this game works. After all, it looks like they are attacking along the right hand side. So I'm just going to get in close and start capturing their base. Now the problem is with a base capture, it does do damage to you. Just yes, there we go. Drops ships commencing capture, and my hull is getting knocked down. But perhaps I will damage the team's morale more than anything. Oh, and I see there is a bad guy here. Let's target him with the missiles and start to move. Okay, wait, I'm turning it the wrong way. So the steering is through the QWE ASR keys with a control and space for vertical speed. There's me using the left mouse button fires that cannon, but there are very definitive fire arcs. Okay, so I'm dead. Thousands of lives have gone down with this ship, but that's okay because it is all for the greater good. We have a slight advantage right now, I think, in terms of our resource gathering. Oh, it's telling me I should return to base and get my spacecraft upgraded. Respawn! Excellent. Okay, let's move to the next station. So I'm heading over to the right here because there's a battle going on. Jump into the shield area and I'm starting to get repaired. Now start throwing some weapons at these targets. Unfortunately, facing backwards to them is far from ideal, so I should be trying to turn my spacecraft, but it's kind of hard. But the good news is at least I'm sitting inside the shield, so I'm getting repaired continuously. Yeah, firing the weapons, but I can't get nearly as much firepower on them as if I line myself up straight on. There we go! Starting to do some decent damage. Of course, they have support ships. Oh, now I'm getting some firepower from the bad guys. Okay, try to use the blink to go down. No, no. Wait. Oh, my blink. What the heck? I thought I was blinking. Should have fired by now. Okay, doesn't kill you. There you go. Excellent. Now blink back inside the shield. And no, I must be having my drive system damaged or something. I must be getting interdicted by some technology that I've yet to encounter here. Luciola, you are going to be taking some serious firepower from me. So the game is a lot easier to play in European time because there's a lot more people on during European evenings. It is by a British company from Guildford, and they are on at 7 PM at British time. You can get on and they'll play them on Twitch and things like this, so you can find out all about how the game is coming and the plans for making the game faster. The pace of the game is kind of deliberately slow, right? It's hard to explain, but yeah, it is the way they want the game to be. They want these spacecraft to feel lumbering. They don't want them to feel like super fast little fighters. Okay, nobody has captured this base for some reason. I'd better get in on it. Just moving myself around waiting for... Oh wait, the gas facility is coming online. Now the gas facility is in the center sector. That's going to come online in about 30 seconds or so. And when I'm there, or whoever captures it gets a big bonus to their team. So I'm going to jump in there and hopefully help capture it and win greater glory for my team, as if I haven't already by attempting to capture their base. Gas facility in 30 seconds. The gas facility battles generally are pretty hectic because capturing this is pretty important to giving your team an edge in the ultimate game. Okay, so it's 7. You see the timer in the top right. The gas facility comes online at 8 minutes. So now you can see the bad guys are starting to jump in. You are always on the blue team. You will never be on the red team because the red team are the bad guys. If you are playing on the red team, you would be seeing yourself as on the blue team. That's just how it works. Ah, Tim Tam Slam. Tim Tam Slam. Ooh, that's not good. Starting to take some firepower here. I get some. That's 3 against 1 is not good odds. Wonder if I can just hold the fort for long enough to get some support in here. I do not want the bad guys to capture this because if they capture this, then they will get a serious bonus. I'm going to use the blink to jump around behind them, perhaps confuse them for a second. Ah, they are now. If I could just turn there. Again, there's a fire arc thing, and I really want to try and get him in front of me. Uh-oh, propulsion is damaged. Shields are failing, hull is down, and I've lost my ship. Tim Tam Slam has slammed my ship. 1,000 people died because of your incompetence. That's exactly the kind of reassuring chat I need to see. Need to hear, I mean. So there's actually a decent number of lines from the crew. There's every crew has, of course, their own smart-ass comments, and you're going to hear them a lot, obviously, because there's only 10 of them. But you can mix and match them whatever way you like. Oh my god, the enemy have got both of the control nodes. They should be able to send spacecraft my way. So I'm going to try and recapture the one in Alpha Sector just to make sure that they can't actually send anyone in. So I jump in and I immediately blink. There, Evan Sterling stating the obvious. That's what a lot of these characters are actually pretty good at. So let me see what else is to see. There is a chat in the bottom left. In the top right you have your kill status and your timer and everything. Come on, capture! As soon as I capture this, it stops the bad guys sending enemy hostiles through and attacking the home base. Okay, great! Now jump across and start capturing this so we can get those resources. We're still doing pretty good in terms of resource capture. Okay. Okay, I've captured all the resource bases. Time to go and capture their control thingy. Release the dropships. Oh, and I'm getting Tim Tam Slam has decided that I'm too much of a threat. So I'm going to take him head on because my guns are much better from heads on. I think he's doing damage to me too quickly. Oh dear, I think I may end up losing this because he's actually a lot tougher. Gonna try blinking out of here and perhaps getting a better angle on him. There, he's wondering where I've gone. Aha, they're shooting you in the back while you're trying to figure out where I am. I just need to turn around so I can do the most damage to him. So you'll see up in the top, above where it's targeted, right, there's a value of 50. That basically says 50% of my weapons can hit him when in this angle. So, there we go. I'm trying to strafe around. So you have strafe controls as well as rotation controls, and since fire arcs are extremely important, you want to be exploiting those. So I jumped around behind him again, and he's not sure where I am, but he does definitely have an edge here because I think he's getting healed up by the system. All the same, if I can just give him something to think about. Oh, no, no! Yeah, getting totally smashed here. We've got too many bad guys in my hull. Okay, yeah, didn't last very long. Boom! I'm the idiot that put me in charge of a capital ship. I bought the game, didn't I? Okay, so while I have 30 seconds to respawn, you can click around and see your teammates and what they're doing. That's jumping again. That's a flagship there looking around. 17 seconds to respawn. And there we go, he's jumped out. So you can see them whatever sector they're in. I like the kind of spatial distortion effect they put around that. Oh yeah, he's got an assassin. He's cloaking there. There, you see, he's obviously been playing this quite a lot, unlike me. And I've respawned. We've got 30 seconds before the gas facility comes online, so I'd better get my butt over there, because my butt knows all about gas. Wait, no, that is not what I meant to say. Okay, jumping in and starting. There's Tim Tam Slam again. He's probably... Oh, there's a support ship. You see that one there? Uh-oh. Not good. Not good. Jump out of here. Blink, blink, blink. Yes, there. And I think... Come on, give me some range here. Give me some range. You see, so jumping out, using hyperspace out, is bad news because it pretty much drops your shields and you're gonna die. So yeah, well, that didn't last very long. Looks, hopefully the bad guys do not actually capture the control, the gas service thingy. Gassing up your team makes them a whole lot better. Well, I guess I shall take this opportunity to see what better players are doing. Well, he's all cloaked or something. Either that or he has made himself of like cotton wool or something and dyed it black. Ooh, that's kind of nice to see the guns going off there. That's the flak gun, I guess. That's what the flagships are equipped with. And you, I don't know what you're doing, but you're moving around trying to keep control of this. I don't think anybody got control of the gas generator thing, because it took too long. Okay, skipping forward so you don't have to watch the entirety of this battle. These battles actually last about half an hour typically, and as I discovered, it's not like you can jump up in the middle of one of these matches and go and do other things. You need to kind of dedicate the time, or your team will almost certainly lose. And it looks like I'm surrounded by the enemy. We've got support frigate there with its purple beam of death. We have the flak cannon of the flagships. Time to blink out of here. Excellent. Hide behind the asteroid and prepare to jump back to base using the emergency jump back to base button. There, look at that. They don't know where I am. I jumped straight downwards. Those poor fools. They show limited understanding of the three-dimensional nature of battles in space. Yes, he's intelligent but not experienced. It shows... yeah, he shows two-dimensional thinking. Whatever. Okay, Luciola is trying to capture the base, and I need to start delivering some attacks on him. Oh, that's one down. Okay, and there we go. Keeper! Ditch some weapons at you. I'm just trying to repair myself, and he's jumping out. Excellent! We have driven off the hostiles. Now we must move forth and attack their base. They've barely got any capture points against it at this moment. So we're going to start recapturing this. It looks like the enemy are attempting to force their way through on Beta Sector, with limited engagement in Alpha Sector at this time. Okay, missiles away. Okay, I'm just trying to turn this around. It's kind of hard to... yeah, I'm trying... oh, we get an upgrade, yes, and I got the upgrade instantly. So you see I'm now up to level 8 upgrades in this match because we have 24,000 resources. Also note when there's explosions and stuff that the asteroids are all illuminated with the appropriate light, which is a very nice effect if you ask me. And another quick edit to move further on into the battle. We are really reaching the end game here, 27 minutes in. Remember, as time goes on, the capture time gets reduced. So I'm going to try and recapture this base by jumping inside it. Aha! There we go. Oh, he's jumping through. I'm just going to recapture this to block off their access, and then we're going to continue. He's attacking our home base, but he's going to have a serious hard time off it. We've now got many of my associates pressing the attack into their home base. Okay. Blinking as fast as I can. I've got to get over this direction to make sure that I'm able. Okay. Victory is ours! And we still have the gas power. Excellent! And I scored 1 kill! 6 deaths and 2 assists. Okay, I was actually pretty terrible in this, but you know, these, I don't get to play this nearly as much as I'd like. But anyway, yeah, this is definitely an interesting title to check out. It's about big spaceships blowing each other up. And funnily enough, there's another game called Dreadnought by Jaeger that's supposedly coming out at some point. But this is currently in early access. Let you actually play the game and see how the game develops, and they have been adding stuff continuously to it. Now, I talked to these guys at Games Developers Conference, and I'm definitely still excited to see how it goes, and I'll definitely be playing it a whole lot more. But yeah, check it out. It's called Fractured Space. It's on Steam. You can you get early access if you like. You might find me on there. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.